Well, I think a lot of companies are looking for people who have that complete skill set, if you will. It's not just the technical skills that they use to distinguish themselves in their career and their work product, but it's also the leadership skills, the people side of the equation in business operations, and how do you lead others toward the accomplishment of an organizational goal, and how do you increase their motivation, how do you help them to become independent leaders of their own, and so perpetuate the leadership cycle within your organization. The person who can bring both sides of that equation to the company is really valuable and highly sought after. An MBA is what I refer to as the complete toolkit that an executive needs to be successful in their career. We're equipping them with all of the functional level knowledge that you would need to run every part of the business: management, marketing, accounting, finance, economics, strategy. You'll learn all of it from a managerial and executive perspective and how they interplay to run the organization and make it profitable and increase cash flow. And whether you come from a business background or not, that toolkit is really important, because all of those elements manifest themselves regardless of the industry that you go to work for-profit, nonprofit, ministry, or government-related position. You will see elements from that toolkit manifest themselves every single day on the job. And the person who can distinguish themselves in knowing how to manipulate that, regardless of where they get assigned in the corporation, is the person that will succeed. Our classes happen year-round here at Newman University. You're never more than about 8 weeks away from the start of the next class. So students can start at any time. So there's a consistency around the calendar for being able to start the program and being able to finish the program in a timely manner. The second is that it's very application-oriented. You'll be able to take what you learn in the classroom and go back and ask really good questions tomorrow morning at work at 8 o'clock. It's a fantastic program in that we put a pragmatic focus on it. We're bringing in a combination of experienced and qualified faculty members, either from the academic side or from professional practice side. So you're really learning how business manifests itself in the real world every single day. It's not an exercise in memorizing a bunch of bold-type definitions out of the margin of the textbook. It's much more application and how do we think critically and conceptualize business problems and use the tools of the MBA to effectively solve them. In the Newman MBA program, we put a high priority on the pragmatic realities that you're going to face tomorrow at work. And to that end, we put a professional applied focus on every single subject that we teach in the program. Yes, we introduce theory because we are asked to share the good ideas that have proven themselves to work through the decades in American corporations. But we're also challenged to bring to bear that new generation of ideas that are cutting edge ideas, and so being a hotbed of innovation and new ways of thinking in approaching the efficiency and effectiveness of corporate operations. If you don't know exactly what you want to do when you grow up, so to speak, in your career, that's okay. We can work with that here at Newman University. I'd begin asking questions. Can you tell me what you don't want to do? Let's begin there. Actually, we have a lot of assessments that we can give any individual to help narrow down what their gifts and talents are that they are naturally strong at, and we can pair that with specific markers in different career fields and begin to match you with jobs, job categories, perhaps industries that you've never thought of that you might be very good in, that we can set the stage by doing that matching for you to have a high degree of job satisfaction and an easy placement exercise. Well, if you want a big college experience, Newman may not be right for you. If you want a national championship football team to go along with your education, or perhaps you want to go to the school that's in your hometown, Newman may not be right for you. If all you want is a big paycheck and to become successful, Newman may not be right for you. But if you want to translate success into significance, I suggest you look at Newman University, because not only can we equip you with the skills to make you very successful in business, in your corporate career, but we will also balance that with an understanding that comes from our mission and enlightens the relationship that business has with society, with culture, and with the concept of truth and how it manifests itself in our daily lives, and answers those big questions that each of us have in our lives constantly. And Newman, I believe, will come to the top when you begin thinking about more than a paycheck as an outcome.